Now at 5:30, an icon in a years-long effort to end racism in the treatment of cancer has died.
There is a hole in the earth without Bridgette Hempstead, and I feel it, and I feel like the world feels it.
The impact this woman had in the 28 years she lived with breast cancer is extraordinary. Those who knew Bridgette Hempstead describe her as a warrior for African-American women diagnosed with breast cancer. Hempstead lost her own battle with the disease in December.
But Kiro 7's Deborah Horn tells us she showed the world that cancer patients can live full, productive lives as Western Washington gets real.
To understand Bridgette Hempstead, mother, grandmother, globe-trotting breast cancer equity advocate, you have to listen to her one-time oncologist.
I had lots of introductions from the community then that said, you need to meet this powerhouse, and she's forming this African-American breast cancer support group. You guys need to be together.
To the diversity chief, where she first got treatment and started her own fight.
And everyone who's underserved. That was her interest, that was her purpose, that was her commitment.
And the oldest of her 3 daughters.
There is a hole in the earth without Bridgette Hempstead, and I feel it, and I feel like the world feels it. There's definitely a void here on earth.
Bridgette Hempstead was 35 when she felt something was wrong in one of her breasts, but a doctor refused to order a mammogram because she said young African-American women didn't get breast cancer. Hempstead got the test anyway.
You know, when she first got diagnosed 28 years ago, and had she had gone home and not did her mammogram, she probably would have been gone 2 years. So I literally could have been 16 years old without a mom.
Soon, Hempstead formed the Sierra Sisters, a support group for Black women living with breast cancer. African-American women are more likely than white women to die from the disease. So Hempstead volunteered for any clinical trial she could, often teaming up with Dr. Graylow, a national leader in breast cancer research. And Hempstead's patient advocacy has shown real results.
We have an implicit bias training out called Just Ask, which means let the patient decide. Don't assume that you know or that you're protecting them from research. Let them decide. Bridgette informed that whole piece of work.
What drove her, do you think?
Faith, hope, and endurance.
Sister, don't you know you're a shining star?
Now Hempstead is gone, but many she will never know will live because she did.
There are some people whose light shines so brightly that you cannot help but to see it, and you cannot unsee it after you've seen it. That was Bridgette.
Your stars are shining through.
A light that still shines. In Seattle, Deborah Horn, Kiro 7 News.
Boy, you can feel the love she left behind. Hempstead Sierra Sisters is celebrating World Cancer Day on February 8th at the Langston Hughes Performing Arts Center in Seattle's Central District. And we are posting a link on our website. Just head to Kiro7.com/getsreal.
Now at 5:30.